Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and there's always two ways to do the same thing. This way might be easier, it might not be as good, but I'm going to grab so this time, instead of doing it with a rectangle, I'm going to do it with lines. I'm going to take the 3-point curve, and I'm going to go from about the center of that to the center of that, and then I'm going to hold down the control button, and I get a perfect arch. I might be a little bit big, so we can bring it in a little bit, just a hair. And then I'm going to take my 2-point line, and I'm going to go from that node to the end of that, holding down the control button so it'll be even. And then what I'm going to do, instead of putting these two lines together, I'm going to have snap two guidelines on and have it snap to that guideline. Let's zoom in here and see what it looks like. Yep, we're good. I don't know if you can see that on your screen, but then take this line. Let's see what our nudge distance is. Let's set our nudge distance on like 0.5 inches. And let's nudge this line out of the way 5 inches. The reason I'm doing that is so the other line will not interfere or join. And I'm going to take my 2-point line from about that there to there. Holding down the control button, it'll snap in. Now I can take and actually take this one, go to my pen tool, and I've already done this, and it's about 13, so I'm going to type in 13 and hit enter. And that really might be a little bit thick, but I'm going to go here again. I'm going to have rounded end caps. So we have rounded end caps, and you can see it's a little bit long, but that's really doesn't matter right now. We can always move stuff around. And then take this same curve or same line, and there are several ways you can do this, but I'm just going to double click on it, type in 13, and we get that. And now I can take this line and move it down to here to that same edge. And you see it looks a little bit funky right in here where they're meeting, but you can take this line, and I'm not saying this, need to set my nudge factor on something lower. That's nice that you have the picture locks. If you clicked on the picture, it would snap to the picture. But just move that down with the nudge tool. And there you have it. We might be a little bit long on this line. You can always take it and bring it in a little bit. That does have end caps, regular end caps or square end cap. And actually, I think we need to move it down a little bit. And now we're going to mess the curve up, but that's always fixable. So I didn't do as good a job on getting the curve probably perfect, but let's just get the pick tool back and nudge that down. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to select it all, and I'm going to go up to object and convert the outline to an object, and then I'm going to left click, I'm going to right click. Let me zoom in here. This might be difficult for you to see, and then take the virtual segment delete key and delete through those two lines. I'm still a little bit off on my curve, but we can delete that line. You see how we're off. Bring that node down. That way you can see it in the hairline. Select them both, go up to Windows, Dockers, join curves, and I've got mine set pretty low. It's going to join those two curves. Maybe they're a little bit bigger than, now they can't be bigger than 0.1. Let's do this again. Select, let me get the shape tool. Select that one, hold down the shift and select that one. Then grab both nodes and select that. Now that curve is perfect. Well, as good as can be, or as good as you might really want it. Now with this, we're actually over a little bit. So there's two ways you can look at that. We need to kind of move this node probably to here. We're going to have to straighten up this curve a little bit to make it, and that's what's so nice about working like this. You could actually take that node away and see what we got there, and then go up here and bring this. This isn't going to be as good, I don't think, as the way I did it before, but it's just another option. And then I want to shift select the other side and then join that two nodes there. So once you have that, you can use the Smart Fill tool to fill it in and do exactly like we did on the first video. Hit the plus sign on your keyboard, mirror it the other way, and then mirror it the other way, and bring that one down. So almost got the same results. You can still hit L and on the keyboard to get them even. I actually think we're a little more even this time. But that's just another way to do it with a line. And because it's an object now, you have more control. You can grab both those nodes and bring them in if you think you're too long. And you see I've still got a red line behind there because my Smart Fill is filled in. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.